Hi, welcome to my Tidbits. Something I wanted to talk about today is something that happened to me Friday. I happened to get my hair cut on Friday, and the woman next to me was talking to her hairdresser, and it kind of made me think of a few things that I wanted to discuss today, and that is scams that are coming through online. So as a realtor, I get a ton of scams. I would say easily 3 to 4 a day at least of people trying to convince me to list their land for sale. This is a big scam that's going around because they'll want to Zoom call you. They want you to sell their land, and then they take off with the money, and they never owned the land. It's in somebody else's name. They send fake IDs. So as a realtor, we've all seen these. You can kind of figure them out pretty quickly. But what happened to the woman next to me on Friday was that she was applying for a bunch of jobs on Indeed, she said. And somebody reached out to her and said, I'm going to send you a Zoom link for you to have an interview with us. And she said, okay. And they said, oh, this isn't working. We're going to send this other link. So sign in on that link. And she did that. And then they asked for some other information, and she was, I guess, wanted this job and kept giving them this information that they were looking for. Well, it wound up that they then gained access to her computer. They went into her bank account. They drained her bank account, and they had identity theft. They took her name. They changed all her passwords, all of her social media stuff, all of her bank account, all of her insurance. I mean, everything was changed. And she's starting back in square one. She was so frustrated. She's going in for surgery. I mean, I heard the whole horror story. And just getting the insurance coverage back was a nightmare. So things along this line happen all the time. And this is my public service announcement, just saying, be really careful. Do not give your information to anybody online. Do not click on any links that you get in an email. Sometimes if people ask me for properties and I set them up to receive updated properties, you'll see that. And then you can click on those links. But an example or a good way to check would be if you're really unsure about something that you get in an email, where it says your name, at the very top, underneath it'll say from, and it may say from Tracy O'Leary. If you click on it, it will give you the return address. And if that return address isn't my address or my MLS information address, it's not from me. If somebody, your daughter sends you an email and the return address is from some guy, .eu or .it or .whatever, they're not from this country, they're from somewhere else. If you don't recognize the email, delete it. And another good piece of advice would be when you're communicating with somebody and they give you a phone call, put their number in your phone. Remember that number, put their name with it so that if they call again, you know who it is. Now, this is something that is always hard to remember to do when it happens. But when you get another phone call or a text message and they say that they're this other person and their name doesn't show up, that's another clue that this is coming from somebody you don't know. So just be really careful. It just broke my heart that this poor woman is having to deal with all of this on top of having surgery this week. So my tidbit for the day, just good luck and just stay vigilant about all these scam artists that are out there. It's really disheartening. But have a good week, everybody. See you next time.